pattern with uniform recurrence of accented and unaccented beat. Rhythm, tinatawag din natin siyang flow ng music. Siya yung pinaka-essential element sa music kasi yung rhythm, nag-exist siya kahit walang melody. So, the second one, melody. Melody is the succession of tones arranged in such a way as to give it in a musical sense. It may also refer to the rising and falling of the tune in time. Melody naman po, tinatawag natin siyang tune. Yung melody, siya yung pinaka natatandaan sa isang song siya yung pinaka natatandaan ng mga nakikinig. The third one is the harmony. Harmony is the sounding of series or group of tones at the same time. It may also refer to the pleasing sound that is produced when two or more notes are played together. Number four, timbre is tonal quality or the character of the tone that is produced by an instrument or by the human voice. The fifth one is form. Form is the structure or framework of composition. The last one is the dynamic. The loudness and the softness of the sound in music indicated by symbols to regulate the volume of the sound. That's all for elements of music.
Okay. What's up, guys? I'm Christian Rodriguez, and I will discuss to all of you about vocals, vocal and instrumental form. So, let's give you a little definition about a vocal and instruments. Um, when it comes to vocals and instruments, guys, itong dalawa na to is important to. Itong elements na to ay importante to sa music. Lalo na kapag magsama silang dalawa, mag-combine kumbaga, to create a cohesive sound, ganun. And when it comes to vocal form, refers to the structure of the musical composition, including the melody, rhythm, harmony, and of course, lyrics. So, patuloy tayo sa vocal forms. Sabi dito, vocal forms, the human voice is the main attraction of the track. It can be solo voice, duet, or chorus. So, itong vocal voice is nagpo-form is often to determine by the lyrics. Tulad ng sabi ko kanina, structure of the lyrics can dictate the shape of the melody and the rhythm. For example, a song with a verse, chorus form will have a repeating melody and chord progression for the chorus, while the verses will typically have a different melody and lyrics. So, dito naman tayo sa instrumental form. Pagdating sa instrumental form, music normally without any vocals, although it might include some inarticulate vocals such as shouted backup vocals in a big band set. So sabi dito, ang instrumental is the music, yung structure nito, a piece of music may have a multiple sections such as an introduction, exposition, development, and coda. The structure of the piece will dictate the melody, rhythm, and harmony. So when it comes the vocal and instrumental instruments are combined, the form of the music can become more complex. The vocal melody may interact with the instrumental melody, creating a counterpoint or call and response. The rhythm of the vocals may also interact with the rhythm of the instruments, creating a syncopated or polyrhythmic effect. Ganun. Dito naman sabi dito, may ano tayo sa instrumental form. To sonata. Sonata is a long composition for solo instrument piano or violin.
Hello.
Hello po? Laptopan ko ba? Nata. So, proceed tayo. And the next one is
Okay.
symphony. Yes? Yes, sir. Okay, okay. So, symphony is a sonata for the orchestra. Dito naman sa vocal form natin, may discuss to sa opera. Sa vocal form natin, guys, vocal is a drum. Alam niyo naman, familiar naman kayo sa opera. It's a drama set to the music complete with actions, costumes, and scena. Sa opera, guys, ito ay nag-perform sa stage na kung saan may mga role play na ginaganap yung mga actress or mga nag-perform doon na kung saan ginagawa nila ng mga may mga role play sila nakakanta ganun. Habang dito while naman sa kantata is all about a religious story told in music without actions. Dito sa kantata naman, oo nga tulad nga kadalasan na ginagamit ito tungkol sa mga religious or secular theme. Popular pa ito yung kantata na to sa yung mga ano to kapanahuan ng Baroque era and perform part of their church services or special occasions. Dito naman sa Moro Moro, guys, is ito ang Philippine drama set to music which depicts the conflict between the Christians and the Muslims. Okay. Okay, konting review ng sa sinabi ko sa dalawa na to, vocal instruments forms. Overall, the form of a vocal or instruments is an important aspect of the musical compositions. It helps to create a cohesive sounds and structure that can engage and captivate the listeners. Ayun lang po. That's all.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Neil Evan Kaliwan, and I'm here to discuss about elements of dance. First, what is dance? Dance is a form of artistic expression that involves rhythmic body movements performed in coordination with music or other sounds. It is a mode of expression, communication, and storytelling that uses the body as its primary medium. Dance has been an integral part of human culture for centuries, serving various purposes such as religious rituals, social gatherings, entertainment, and artistic expression. Ang sayaw o dance ay isang sining na pagtatanghal na naglalaman ng ritmikong paggalaw ng katawan. It comprises various styles and genres. So may mga elements pala to. Una dito ay music. Music plays an important role in the dance to which it is closely related. It should be melodic and harmonious and fits into the movements of the dance. Ang musika ay isang mahalagang bahagi ng sayaw. Ito ay ang nagbibigay ng ritmo, melodiya at tunog na sinusundan ng mga mananayaw sa kanilang mga galaw. Ito yung nagmimistulang gabay sa mga mananayaw o dancer sa pagkasunod-sunod ng steps nila. Bakit nga ba mahalaga ang music sa element of dance? Una dito ay ang rhythm and timing. Ito ay ang sinusundan ng mga mananayaw. Sunod ay emotional expression, nagbibigay o nagpupukaw ng damdamin at nagtatakda ng mood para sa isang sayaw. Pangatlo ay ang inspiration and creativity. Serve as a source of inspiration for choreographers and dancers. The melodies, lyrics, or cultural context of a musical piece can spark creative ideas and concepts for the dance composition. Next is dynamic and structural guidance. Maaaring maging gabay sa choreography structure ng isang sayaw. Audience engagement. It captivates the listeners and creates an immersive experience when combined with the visual elements of dance. So, music is an integral component of dance, providing structure, inspiration, emotional depth, and a powerful means of communication. The relationship between music and dance enhances the artistic experience for both performers and audiences, creating a harmonious fusion of movements and sound. Pangalawa ay ang movement. Movement is how the dancers use their bodies to move and create organized patterns. Ang movements o paggalaw ay isang mahalagang elemento ng pagsasayaw. Napakahalaga sa pagsasayaw dahil nagiging sentro sila ng esensya at ekspresyon ng sayaw. Narito ang mga rason kung bakit isang element of dance ang movements o paggalaw. Isa dito ay ang body and expression. Ang mga galaw sa pagsasayaw ay nagpapahayag ng iba't ibang damdamin at emosyon sa pamamagitan ng kilos at pagsasalin ng mga emosyon sa katawan. Nagiging mas malalim at mas direct ang pagpapahayag ng mga dancers. Sunod ay ang narrative and storytelling. Ang movements ay nagiging wika sa dance na nagbibigay daan sa mga mananayaw na magkwento at magpahayag ng mga konsepto at storya. Sa pamamagitan ng mga galaw, maaaring mapahayag ng ang mga pangyayari, karakter at relasyon sa isang kwento. Physicality and body language. Ginagamit ng mga mananayaw ang kanilang mga katawan upang lumikha ng mga hugis, linya at anyo na nagpapahayag ng mensahe kahit walang mga salita. Next is aesthetic appeal. Ang movements rin ay mahalaga sa paglikha ng estetiko o natural na pagsasayaw. Communication and connection. Ang movements rin ay naglilingkod bilang isang paraan ng komunikasyon at ugnayan sa pagitan ng mga mananayaw at ng mga manonood. Kaya ang paggalaw o movements ay isa sa mga mahalagang elemento ng pagsasayaw sapagkat pinapadali nito ang pagpapahayag ng mga damdamin at ekspresyon sa isang sining. Third one is choreography. Choreography refers to how the steps and movements are connected for it to be performed in an organized manner. Choreography is a fundamental element of dance that involves the creation and arrangement of movement sequences and patterns. It encompasses the artistic process of designing and structuring the dance composition. Here are some key aspects of choreography as an element of dance. Movement composition involves the selection of combination of specific movements to create a cohesive dance piece. And narrative and theme can convey a narrative or express a specific theme or concept. Next is spatial awareness. May involve traveling across the space, utilizing different formations and creating relationships between dancers. Next is musicality. They consider the rhythm, tempo, and melody and dynamics of the music to synchronize and enhance the movements. Choreography may accentuate musical accents, explore different musical phrases, or create contrast between the movements and the music. Next is dynamics and flow. Includes the manipulation of energy and dynamics within the movement sequences. Transition and flow. Tapos na ba yan? Individuality and group dynamics. May highlight the individuality of dancers within a group or emphasize the synchronized movements of an ensemble. And the fourth one is technique. Technique is the skill of the dancer in executing the movements. Technique is a vital element of dance that encompasses the specific skills, principles, and mechanics used in the execution of movement. Ang technique sa pagsasayaw ay isa sa mga mahalagang elemento na tumutukoy sa mga espesyal na kasanayan, prinsipyo, mekanika na ginagamit sa pagganap ng mga galaw. Kagaya ng ibang elemento ay mayroon ding ito ilang aspeto. Una dito ang alignment and posture. Nagbibigay diin sa tamang alignment at posture ng katawan. Body awareness and control. Naglalayong palakasin ang body awareness o kamalayan sa katawan. Turnout and rotation. Tumutukoy rin ito sa turnout o paglabas ng mga binti palabas mula sa hips na isang pangunahing aspeto ng iba't ibang estilo ng pagsasayaw tulad ng ballet at contemporary dance. Next is flexibility and extension. Sumasaklaw ito sa pag-unlad ng flexibility o kakayahan magpabilis ng katawan. Next is coordination and musicality. Ang teknik na ito ay naglalayong maisabay ang mga galaw sa musikalidad at rhythm. At marami pang iba. Narito si Kuya Michelangelo para ibahagi sa atin ang iba pang elemento ng dance.
Good afternoon po, Sir Jerome. Good afternoon, classmate. My name is Michael Omega. Kung ano, continue ko lang yung sa akin, number 5. Theme is the content or the main ingredient of the dance. It tells what the dance is trying to convey. It has to do with the message of the dance. Ko-comment kasi. Basic term lang yung theme. Kumbaga, tandaan nyo lang yung lagi yung kuya kasi. Yung theme kasi is pinaka central idea or subject. For example, sa mga drama, mga ganun, mga film or mga movie, kung ano yung pinapakita nila o kaya tawag dito, dinidiscuss or dinidescribe. Ayun lang po. Tapos, si number 6 naman is design. Design is the plan, organization, or patterns of movement in time and space. Sa design naman, hindi lang siya basta design. Kumbaga, sa design kasi, dito mo muna dinidetail yung mga plano mo or dito mo muna dinidecorate yung mga tag dito. Basta dinidecorate yung pag-construct mo sa mga object, patterns, mga ganyan, shapes, lines, kumbaga. Yung design kasi parang arrangement, parang ayun yung unang step. Tapos, number 7 naman, costume. Costume is the type of dance performed and costumes worn relate closely to the customs, beliefs, and environment of the people. Parang lang to, yung costume na parang pinagsamang team tsaka design naman. Sa costume naman, syempre, kumbaga, ito yung nire-represent mo parang sarili mo siya, kumbaga, kung hindi lang siya basta attire, kumbaga, syempre, nag-reflect sa sarili mo, sa mga nationality mo, profession, mga ganyan. Ayun lang po. Thank you.
So, elements of drama. So, what is drama? Drama is basically one of the genres of literature that is written primarily to be performed. The performance is done by actors on stage before a live audience. The elements of drama are: first is plot. Plot is the overall structure of the play. It is considered with what the story is all about. Traditional plots have a beginning, a middle, and an ending. The plot process through the following: exposition, complication, resolution, are also called the anticlimax. Next is settings. Settings is the local and period in which the story takes place. It includes the scenery, props, and costumes used in staging. It is it is the background of the play that informs the audience where and when the story will take place. Ax mic mo.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, classmates. And number 3 is characters. Are the persons involved in the story characters? Can be the protagonist or the antagonist. They may seem real to the audience depending on how the playwright structures the dialogues to make the characters come to life. Characters can be the protagonist or the antagonist. Protagonist is the central character or the character around which the story revolves. Antagonists are the characters that challenge the role of the protagonist. Next is number 4. Dialogue refers to the words uttered by characters in the story. It is what the characters use when expressing his thoughts and emotion. Refers to the words uttered by characters in the story. And number 5, theme is what the story means. It is how the individual elements are put together to give the story a significance and a perspective. Thank you. Next slide.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jerlyn Nertanet. I will discuss the elements of theater. Firstly, theater is a live performance, and unlike cinema, na kapag nagkamali ka, may take two pa. Sa theater, kahit na magkamali ka, the show must still go on. So presented on your screens are the elements of theater. Number one, the playwright. The playwright role is to work out the plot in terms of the actual actions to be performed and dialogue to be spoken by actors within the limited facilities of the stage. So the playwright is the brain of a theater play. And we can also say na independent artist siya since most of the time, mag-isa lang talaga siya gagawa. And a theater is better off with only one playwright only. Kasi kung maraming playwright sa isang theater play, magiging disorganized yung storyline ng, ng theater kasi, ah, possible na iba-iba yung maging vision nila dun sa gagawin nilang theater. And lastly, more on paper works ang playwright kasi nga siya yung gagawa ng plot, ng storyline and ng dialogue na ia-act ng mga performer. Second are the performers. The performers are the ones who portray the characters in a play. To become a good performer, one must go beyond the role playing. So yung performers naman, yung magbibigay buhay sa bawat letter na isinulat ng playwright. So their main role is to act, to enact, and to execute the scenarios and dialogues that the playwright has written. And sabi nga dito na a good performer should good go beyond the role playing. So, isa kang good performer kung talagang ine-embody mo yung character na pinoportray mo dun sa story. And 'di ba minsan kapag nanonood tayo kahit hindi isang theater play, naasar tayo sa kontrabida ng story. So ibig sabihin lang nun is successful siya or isa siyang good performer kasi na-achieve niya yung goal niya na madala niya yung, emotion ng audience dun sa story na ipine-present. Then third is the director. The director works with the playwright to present the play which is interpreted and translated into dramatic action. Kung yung performers yung nagbibigay buhay sa ginawa ng playwright, yung director naman yung nagbibigay kulay do'n. Yung main role kasi ng director is matulungan niya yung playwright na ma-achieve niya yung vision or yung result na gusto niyang mangyari by the end of the performance. And yung theater, bago siya mai-perform, dumadaan siya sa multiple rehearsals. Hindi kagaya ng mga role play na ginagawa natin na may 15 minutes or no preparation at all. So, sa theater, 'di ba dumadaan sila sa rehearsals and during those rehearsals, ang person in charge is yung director and ang duty niya is to point out mistakes, insufficiencies, and to make adjustments para sa ikagaganda ng performance. And the last is the production design. Production design includes the scenery, props, makeup, costumes, lights, music, sound, and all other special effects used in a theater production. So kahit pagaano kagaling yung playwright, yung performers, and yung director sa duty nila, hindi magiging maganda yung overall performance ng isang play kung hindi makiki-cooperate ng maayos yung production design. Lahat kasi ng maririnig and makikita ng audience dun sa isang theater play is karamihan dun is output ng production design. So, responsible sila sa visual satisfaction ng theater. So, kailangan nila na kailangan na mapakita nila yung scenario as real as possible na parang dapat maging makatotohanan and kailangan na madala nila yung audience dun sa mundo ng story na ipine-present nila. And aside from that is yung role nila is mamahala ng budget, ng props, costumes, hair and makeup, background music, and other special effects na kakailanganin sa isang theater play. And to discuss the last part of our report, may we have Giselle Ramos.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, I'll be discussing the element of cinema, motion picture. So, sa part na to, parang siyang continuation nung na-report nung last week about sa cinema. So, number 1 is acting and star. Acting is the part of portraying or impersonating a character in the story. A performer during filming should embody the character he is portraying. So, magbigay tayo ng example dito para mas mabilis nating maintindihan. So, ang movie na ibibigay ko is, alam na ito ng lahat, The Avenger, The Endgame. So, dito, para maramdaman talaga ng character, yung, hindi, kasi sa, di ba, acting and star. So, bali sa part na to, nagbigay si Tony Stark, yung si Captain America, sila yung nag-act. So, bali, para maramdaman nung story, kailangan may acting kaya dapat nilang ma-convey na paano nila i-act kung gaano dapat yung character, ipakita yung dapat nilalaman ng story. Like si Thor, di ba malakas si Thor doon? So yun yun. So number 2, set and art director should know the setting of the story and build artificial set. So dito, ang kasi 'di ba, ang ginagawa nila ito, ginagawa sa green screen. Yeah, kasi 'di ba, sa set na 'yon, napakamahal kung gagawin nila. So ginawa nila dito is gumawa sila ng artificial gamit ng computer para mapakita talaga yung scene na dapat nilang mapakita sa like fighting scene. Para mapakita nila na totoo yung nangyayari, gumawa sila ng scene gamit nung yun nga, green screen para mapakita talaga ng gaano kaganda at mabigay nila yung excitement sa mga manonood. So music and musical director. Music is indispensable in emotion picture. Emotion. The musical director is in charge of selecting, composing new song, writing orchestration, preparing background music, creating musical score, and supervising all record. So dito naman, 'di ba, pag may fighting scene, may parang, alam mo yun, yung may dung-dung-dung, para maramdaman talaga nung audience kung gaano ka-intense yung scene. Tapos, sometimes nagbibigay sila ng song, like, mga sad song, pag madramatic yung scene. So, dito yon. Sa number 4, color. In the movie it is an innovation of cinematography. It costs twice as much as a black and white film. Most films are now shown in high definition or HD color. So para kasi 'di ba noon black and white. So parang hindi ramdam ng mga audience kung gaano ka-intense yung scene. Pero ngayon dahil may colors na tayo, 'di ba? So nararamdaman talaga ng ng mga audience kung like may dugo-dugo. Alam mo yun, yung ma-impress talaga kung anong nangyayari, may bakbakan, alam mo yun, may sugat-sugat. Parang nakikita talaga natin kung ano talaga nangyayari. Hindi tulad noon na black and white na parang hindi mo alam kung anong mangyayari sa scene na yun. So number 5, makeup, hair, and costume design. These people are responsible for applying the specific type of makeup. So, syempre, para, alam mo yun, para yung makeup artist, ginagawa nila, like, di ba may actor, para makita talaga nilang first yung actor, ginagawa nila ng, alam mo yun, yung sa mata, yung may mga, ano nalagay dito dun? Mga eyeliner, yung, para maging, yung mata ng isang character, nakakatakot. So, parang sila yung gumagawa nito para maramdaman talaga ng audience kung gaano nakakatakot yung actor na yun. So number 6, sound, camera, and special effect technicians. Sound technicians are responsible for making this dialogue clear and music of fine quality. So ito naman, para lang yung sinabi ni Jerlyn kanina sa theater play. Sila yung responsible para yung sound is maayos yung pagka-convey. Hindi siya, alam mo yun, yung walang nagdi-distract sa sound para walang distraction sa nangyayari sa set. So, bali, dito sa sound, sila yung nagbibigay talaga ng effect para yung ma-convey talaga yung totoong nangyayari sa scene na yon. So, parang overall, itong cinema is para lang talaga siyang nakapaloob doon sa cinema na tinapik last week. Yun lang naman po. So, bali. Any question? Ito na po yung pinakalas sa part namin. Any question? Actually, wag kang magsabing wala po. Kagrupo kita.
Nan po, nan.
Nan, kagrupo din kita.
Okay. May tanong ba tayo?
None, sir.
So, wala na.
Wala na.
Okay, so
thank you
let's-
for listening.
Okay, thank you, Ramos. Okay, but before we proceed to the second one, second reporters, let's have a review. Sige, going back with dun sa elements of music. Ay, nawala na. Sige, let's proceed din lang dun sa elements of music without our PPT. Okay, a while ago the report. Ayan na, go back doon sa pinaka first, what do you call this one? First PPT natin, which is the elements of music. Ayan, kasi kanina nawawala, sino ba to? If I'm not mistaken, si Christian ba yung nag-report kanina dun sa elements of music? Medyo nawawala kasi siya kanina.
Sige po.
Okay, so with the elements of the combined music, especially the combined arts. So in the combined arts, we have there the music and dance. Okay, with the elements of music, again, when we say music, it's not just focus more on our vocal medium, but also it includes vocal instrument. Okay, and with the elements of music, we have six. So first one, we have the rhythm. Okay, ano bang pinagkaiba ni rhythm at saka ni melody? A while ago, nabanggit ni reporter that rhythm it's a pattern of beats. Yes, that's correct. Aside from the pattern of beats, we also consider rhythm as a durations or also an accent in music. Kasi rhythm kasi it's an element that gives music a sense of groove and pulse. O pag sinabi natin pulse can be the energy na ginamit nila doon sa rhythm of that certain music. Aside from that, pulse kasi it's also synonymous to a word beat, di ba? And rhythm also encompasses the arrangement of notes and rest in a piece of music and also to determine the tempo of the overall. Okay, the overall music itself. While melody kasi, it's a sequence of a single notes played in succession. Pag sinabi natin succession, meaning to say in series. It played in a series. Wherein, through melody, it formed a recognizable and a memorable musical lines. Example na lang natin sa rhythm and music, it's the song of Michael Jackson. And you're familiar with this. The Billie Jeans. Are you familiar with that? Familiar kayo dun sa song ni Michael Jackson na Billie Jeans? Well, actually, Billie Jeans have a rhythm na kung saan it's uh, infectious groove na kung saan halos lahat ng mga dancers sinasayaw siya. It's because of the drum beat that drives them to move because of the pattern of the beat na meron siya. Okay, pagdating naman sa melody, when it comes to Billie Jeans, it's not the use of different instrument that accompanied the song, but the use of vocals of Michael Jackson. Yung vocal mismo niya, because of very rich vocals na meron si Michael Jackson, especially in the part of chorus, kasi mas catchy. Tapos, hinaluan niya pa ng kagandahan ng kanyang boses that it produce an emotion to that certain melody. And with that voice, at doon sa combination ng rhythm na ginawa niya doon sa beat, nagiging recognizable at memorable yung kanyang kanta. Kaya kahit wala na siya, kahit pa siguro mga kabataan ngayon, alam pa rin yung kanta ni Billie Jean si Michael Jackson. At sinasayaw pa rin siya, kaya parang buhay na buhay siya. It's because of the vocals being used and also the rhythm that is being used in that certain song. Okay? Aside from that, we have also the harmony. Sa pag sinabi kasi nating harmony, it's a combination or combination of multiple notes or chords that played simultaneously or succession to support and enhance the melody itself. And dito, dapat sa harmony, kapag ikaw ay singer, you have idea or you studied chord progressions and also yung tinatawag nating chord voicings. Kasi you need to harmonize. You harmonize our voice with other voices. Somehow, ganun yung ginagawa natin. And another thing is, nagiging basis din natin if there is um, a combination of vocals and instrument, nagiging basis din natin yung sounds. So, kailangan meron tayong powerful ear to listen to that certain song or to that certain sounds that it's produced by a instrument para sa kanon we can harmonize to that. Okay, next we have also the timbre. Tandaan, timbre kasi it pertains to a tone, color, or quality. Tandaan natin that even those singers, they have different tone, color, or tone quality. Same with different instrument. Meron silang tone quality. Okay, they have the distinct tone quality. Halimbawa na lang, si piano, iba ang tone quality ni piano compare it to the tone quality of guitar. So, yun yung tinatawag nating timbre. Pero maganda siyang pakinggan if they harmonize to each other, especially the voices na accompanied by instrument. Okay? And we have also the form. Pag sinabi nating form, like it's stated here that it's referred to the structure